In number 10, first off, let's start with Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is a turn-based RPG inspired by classic titles, blending nostalgic pixel art with modern mechanics. The game follows the intertwined journeys of two children of Solstice, Valerie, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Zale, who harness the sun and moon powers to fend off an ancient alchemist's monstrous creations. Its gameplay features strategy combat with timing-based inputs to enhance attacks and blocks, exploration across vibrant islands, and puzzle solving within dungeons. With an engaging story, a seamless mix of nostalgic visuals, and a soundtrack composed by Chrono Trigger's Yasunari Mitsuda, Sea of Stars delivers a fresh yet familiar RPG experience that's both challenging and heartwarming. Oxygen Not Included. Oxygen Not Included is a fun, challenging survival sim where you are in charge of a colony of duplicants trying to survive in an asteroid. By the way, this game is made by Clay Entertainment, so who also made Don't Starve. So you know it will be very good. A very good survival sim game. So in this game you will build and expand your base, make sure everyone has oxygen, food and power, and deal with all sorts of problems like heat, germs, and even exploding toilets. It's really funny. It's a mix of strategy and creativity with a quirky art style and tons of depth that keeps you hooked as you figure out how to keep your colony alive and thriving. And by the way, this game is also multiplayer, so you can play this game with your friends. Well, if you have friends, that is. And I know you guys don't. Midnight Fight Express. By the way, this game is only made by one dad. Yeah, one dad. So Midnight Fight Express is a super stylish brawler where you step into the shoes of Babyface, a former criminal who's dragged back into the chaos to stop a city from falling into gang control. The combat is fast, brutal, and packed with over-the-top moves as you fight your way through enemies using fists, weapons, and whatever else you can find. So basically like Sifu, like a top-down Sifu game. And the game throws you into all kinds of crazy urban settings with its smooth animation, slick gameplay, and banging soundtrack. It's like being in your own action movie, man. Who doesn't love that? Hyper Light Drifter. Man, how can I say this? It's all about the gameplay in Hyper Light Drifter. So it is a standout because of its perfect balance of challenge, fluidity, and player control. Combat is of course fast-paced and precise, requiring quick reflexes and smart decision making. You're armed with a sword for melee attacks and a variety of upgradable ranged weapons, and a dash mechanic that adds both speed and strategy to every encounter. The game encourages experimentation as each enemy type demands different tactics, and you are constantly learning and adapting. What makes it truly satisfying is how responsive the controls are. Everything feels smooth and deliberate, rewarding skillful play without feeling unfair. On top of that, exploration seamlessly integrates into the gameplay, with hidden pathways, puzzles, and upgrades scattered throughout the gorgeously designed world. The lack of hand-holding lets you discover secrets and progress naturally, making every victory and discovery feel earned. This game is masterclass in blending challenge, flow, and exploration. So you definitely need to try this game out. It is cheap, it is fun, you'll get plenty of hours playing this game, so this is a worth it game in my opinion. And we also have Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver is a fantastic recommendation because it offers a unique and addictive blend of gameplay elements that keep players hooked. At its core, it's a game about exploration and management, but it combines these in a such creative and seamless way. By day, you dive into the ocean to explore stunning underwater environments, catch fish, and uncover secrets like shipwrecks and ancient ruins. The diving mechanics are fun and intuitive, with a mix of action and strategy as you deal with oxygen limits, upgrades, and ocean predators. By night, you run a sushi restaurant, which is quite cool, turning your catches into delicious dishes to serve to customers. This management aspect is simple yet deeply satisfying, letting you upgrade the restaurant, experiment with menus, and interact with quirky characters. The game also sprinkles in some humor, mini games, and a relaxed, cheerful vibes that makes it a joy to play. It's a mix of exploration, creativity, and charm to ensure there's always something new to discover or enjoy, making it a highly recommended for players looking for something refreshing and engaging. Number 5, we have Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb is a unique game that blends cute visuals with dark themes. First, you play as a lamb who built a cult to repay an ancient deity, mixing base building, roguelike combat, and resource management. You gather followers along with your journey, perform rituals, and explore dungeons while expanding your cult. The game's charm comes from its balance of humor, cute art style, and morally questionable decisions as you manage and grow your cult. Yeah, like giving commands to your follower to eat shit, so that is quite questioning, but hey, you do you. It is really perfect for players who enjoy a mix of action, strategy, and a bit of dark humor. So give it a go, and it is quite cheap, so there's nothing wrong with cheap games, right? Fear and Hunger. Oh my god, this game scares the shit out of me. So Fear and Hunger on Steam has earned an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam due to its deeply immersive atmosphere, challenging mechanics, and unsettling story. The game is a dark, gritty survival horror RPG where players navigate through a brutal and unforgiving world filled with unsettling monsters, disturbing themes, and tough choices. What makes it a standout is its unapologetic difficulty and the way it forces players to think carefully about every action, whether it's managing limited resources, making tough moral decisions, or dealing with the consequences of failure. The game's intricate systems like combat, hunger, and sanity management create a constant sense of tension, keeping players on edge. Its unique art style, eerie soundtrack, and a lack of hand-holding add to the overall sense of dread and immersion. While it's certainly not for everyone, obviously, it is also quite not for me because it is quite horror, but it is a turn-based combat RPG, but I still like it very much. I played it with my cousin. So, for those who enjoy dark, complex RPGs with a high level of challenge and an emotionally intense experience, you will appreciate this game a lot. And not to mention that this game is only made by one guy, and this guy submitted this game for his project assignment, and he got I think the top tier, like an A+ or something. I don't know, man. I just heard it from my cousin, so it is really, really good. You should definitely try this game out. And there's of course Fear and Hunger 2, but I really recommend you guys to try the first one first because I think the first one has a bit more oomph. Ultros. Ultros is a unique for its blend of fast-paced combat and surreal visuals. Just take a look at the environment of this game. It's like you are on LSD. So this game is set in a vibrant alien world. The game combines action, platforming, and puzzle solving, same as any other 2D platforming game, with a distinctive art style inspired by cyberpunk and psychedelic visuals. The combat is fluid and dynamic, focusing on chaining attacks and mastering rhythm, making it both engaging and challenging at the same time. Its captivating atmosphere, along with its unique gameplay and artistic design, it makes Ultros stand out as a fresh, immersive experience in the action platformer genre. Man, you have to try this game out. It's really, really fun. Grime. The gameplay of Grime revolves around precise skill-based combat and exploration in a haunting, interconnected world. Players control a humanoid character made of a living black stone, using a mix of fast melee attacks, powerful abilities, and defensive maneuvers to battle grotesque enemies. A key feature is the ability to absorb the essence of defeated foes, granting new powers and transforming the player's abilities to adapt to different situations. As you explore the world, you'll uncover secrets, solve environmental puzzles, and gain upgrades to enhance your strength and stamina. So if you already have played something like Hades, Dead Cells, Ori and the Blind of Wisps, this is quite similar to that game. Oh, not to mention that the combat is fluid, yet punishing, demanding precision and timing. And the mysterious, dark atmospheric setting encourages deep exploration and discovery.
To Cassette Beasts.
In number 1 we have Cassette Beasts. Cassette Beasts is highly recommended for its unique blend of monster collection, open world exploration, and a retro aesthetics that evokes nostalgia for classic RPGs. The game features a world where players capture, fuse, and battle creatures known as Cassette Beasts using cassette tapes, which is really unique in my opinion. A fresh and a clever twist on the genre, the open world environment is full of diverse biomes, puzzles, and engaging quests that encourage exploration. Its battle system is strategic, allowing for deep customization and combinations of creatures and abilities. If you combine, multiple creatures, you will have new abilities. So additionally, the game's vibrant art style, catchy soundtrack, and charming characters create a fun and immersive experience. With its emphasis on creativity and discovery, Cassette Beasts stands out as a refreshing take and an engaging RPG for any monster collections. So if you are a monster collection fans like Pokemon or Digimon, this is a must play for you guys.